Let's get started with the biggest political story that we are tracking. While the state BJP rallies behind its chief minister, the Congress has made another serious charge against Vasundhara Raje. It claims a quid pro quo in an MOU between her government and former IPL boss Lalit Modi for setting up a cancer hospital in Jaipur. The BJP top brass went into a series of huddles to strategize the next move after a 2-hour-long late-night meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and BJP President Amit Shah. For now, the decision is no sackings.
The Rajasthan Chief Minister may have battled for Lalit Modi in a British court by signing a witness statement in his support. But Vasundhara Raje was clearly not alone. After going through legal documents, India Today has found that at least 3 former Supreme Court judges, a former Mumbai Police Commissioner and a prominent editor have all supported the ex-IPL Commissioner at various stages. The support to Lalit Modi can be slotted in 2 clear buckets: legal support for his claim of residentship in UK and the endorsement for his claim in the battle in India to get his revoked passport reinstated. The 3 Supreme Court judges who provided legal opinion in Mr. Modi's favour, both for residentship and for his passport revocation, are Justice Jeevan Reddy, former chairperson of the Law Commission, Justice S.B. Sinha, who was a Supreme Court judge between 2002 and 2009, and late Justice U.C. Banerjee, who headed the Godhra Train Burning Inquiry Commission. Opinion papers accessed by India Today clearly show that Justice Jeevan Reddy and Justice S.B. Sinha supported Modi's plea to have his passport restored, while a third, Justice U.C. Banerjee, supported stay extension in Britain once his visa expired in March 2012. In his opinion, Sinha, for example, writes, "The Regional Passport Office ought not to have considered allegations of irregularities in IPL when Mr. Modi was chairman while impounding passport, since this is beyond the jurisdiction of the RPO or the Enforcement Directorate." Justice Reddy says in his opinion of October 2013, since Mr. Modi had made himself available for video conferencing, the Enforcement Directorate has no power to insist on the physical presence of Mr. Modi before them. Justice Banerjee was even more explicit when he wrote in February 2012, just ahead of Modi's case being heard in the UK courts. The fact is, there is no charge against him. The fact is, there is no conviction. Even the allegations against him do not appear to be serious, while adding, there appears to be a serious and credible threat to his life and security. The judges provided legal opinion. The witness list who actually appeared in court include the former Mumbai Police Commissioner R.D. Tyagi and senior journalist Prabhu Chawla. Other witnesses in the case include Meenal Modi, wife of Lalit Modi, K.K. Modi, his father, and R.K. Malhotra, chief executive of Modi Group company Indofin.
It is apparent that Lalit Modi had support which went well beyond Vasundhara Raje, and in the absence of any charge sheet, he was able to build a strong case both to stay on in Britain and to have his passport returned. And with the top judges backing his claims, clearly, he didn't just rely on Rajasthan Chief Minister for bailing him out. With camera person Satyendra Bhati, Arthur Khan in Delhi for India Today.
And senior journalist Prabhu Chawla has responded to our India Today exclusive. He claims his statement was not in favor of Modi's residency, but over whether Lalit Modi was indeed a victim of political vendetta.
As one of India's best-known journalists and editors, why would you, sir, put out and sign on a witness statement which helped Lalit Modi, who was absconding from Indian law, get rehabilitation in the United Kingdom, sir?
I think you have again got the facts wrong. I did not sign any statement which is called as a written statement. I think you check your facts first. And the question is, in an age and time of journalism and politics, when journalists, editors, judges are not likely to behave like human beings, asking this question, I went there in my personal capacity, and what I said was appeared in most of the magazines here, including Rajiv himself talked about internal politics of BCCI in his previous channel. All of you also spoke of internal fight going on between various factions of BCCI. That is what I told the judges. Judges asking very specific question. Do you think, is Mr. Lalit Modi victim of any cricket politics? My answer was yes, and I think your answer would also be yes, so would be Rajdeep Sardesai. My question was limited to that. Then the second question was, do you think it's a political vendetta? I said probably, because only one person has been asked to explain his conduct. Fair notices have been served to only one person, while all the IPL members who endorsed his decisions or who were party to the minutes which were circulated to all of them have not been served any kind of notice. Subsequently, they were all served after the parliamentary committee hearing. What I said was proved absolutely right. These are the two questions which were put to me by the Honourable Court, and you think if the British courts are biased and can be influenced, I think we have to think ourselves whether we are doing correct journalism or not.
So, Prabhu, you're saying that you were there as an expert. Effectively, what you're saying, you were providing an expert view, or were you there as a friend of Lalit Modi? Let's get this clear. Because Vasundhara Raje signed her affidavit as a witness, almost as a friend of, why almost? As a friend of Lalit Modi. Did you also go there as a friend of Lalit Modi?
Rajdeep, you have been meeting Lalit Modi as much as I have been meeting him. You have been covering cricket much more because you belong to a family of cricketers. So I have been meeting him as the only cricket administrator. India Today did a big cover story, not only once, twice, that he created some kind of $1 billion enterprise. He was one of the most successful cricket administrators India ever had. And we are all praising him, including you and I at that point in time. Whatever crime is committed or not committed, I'm not sitting on judgment. Because I told you in the beginning that all of us are not expected to behave like human beings or friends.
Did you go as a friend,
we have to decide now.
So you're saying you went as an expert?
I went as a journalist. Okay. I went as a journalist, which I knew about. I went purely as a journalist, nothing else, and in my personal capacity.
Mr. Chawla, did it not seem morally wrong to try and put out a statement which will ultimately help Lalit Modi get rehabilitation in the United Kingdom? You're saying you didn't sign on the witness statement, but your testimony did help Lalit Modi, who at that time was absconding from Indian law.
It means you are telling me not to speak the truth. What do you mean? You will decide what should I say, or anybody else will decide on my behalf. If court asks me the question, I am under oath that I will speak the truth and nothing else. It is for the court to decide whether they want to believe my testimony or not. They thought I was much more credible. Therefore, they are saying in their judgment, credible witnesses. I was not a witness anyway. But the question is, when they trust my what I do, you think you will decide or I will decide whether Rahul Kawal will appear or not appear for somebody. Some criminal justice, there are two sides of every case. So was in the case of Lalit Modi.
So
and the question which I am asking you, didn't you talk about cricket politics when Lalit Modi was sent out of this country? Did you not have debates on your channel?
So Prabhu Chawla, of course, making those clarifications as far as his position on this entire controversy is concerned. And as the opposition clamour for Vasundhara Raje's resignation reaches its crescendo, the BJP top brass went into a huddle to seal the Rajasthan Chief Minister's future. Now, India Today has the complete inside track of the late-night parleys that happened at 7 Racecourse Road, which is the official residence of the Prime Minister. In the 2-hour-long meeting between Amit Shah and Narendra Modi, it has been decided that the party will back Vasundhara Raje and that there is no need for her to resign. Now, after much deliberation, the party has come to the conclusion that Vasundhara acted in her personal capacity and that she has not committed a legal offence. While party sources concede that helping an absconder is morally questionable, they feel that since she did not depose before a British judge, she cannot be faulted on legal grounds. The party leadership also feels that asking for Vasundhara's resignation would have strengthened the opposition ahead of the crucial monsoon session of Parliament. Okay, so let's take you through the full details of what really went down at that all-important meeting between Amit Shah and Prime Minister Narendra Modi late night, at 7 Racecourse Road, which is the official residence of the Prime Minister. The meeting that lasted for almost 2 hours, and it had to decide on Vasundhara Raje's future, of course, and also the future state of politics with that upcoming session of Parliament. Now, remember, the BJP's legal defense is going to be that Vasundhara Raje cannot be faulted on legal grounds because they said that she acted in her personal capacity. This was an affidavit signed in 2011, remember, when she was the leader of opposition, and that she has not committed any legal offence. Also, party sources feel that Raje, of course, did not depose before a British judge, so she cannot be faulted on legal grounds. in terms of further defense, of course, the party goes on to say that the leadership feels that asking for Vasundhara's resignation would strengthen the opposition ahead of the monsoon session. And this will, of course, lead to a clamour for more resignations. Perhaps it will make positions untenable for the other leaders as well, who are currently embroiled in controversies, including Union External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj. That is something the government clearly wants to avoid. The party also, of course, looked closely, at the political fallout of backing Vasundhara Raje. Other than, of course, the fact that it would ignite clamour for more resignations, because the party feels that it is on the sticky wicket in TV studios. In TV debates, they feel cornered. There are, of course, not very clear answers which are forthcoming. But strategists are confident that this won't have an adverse impact on the upcoming special elections, the Bihar polls that is up next this year. So, in fact, the instance of Veerbhadra Singh was cited. The Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister had a major corruption charge, of course, which was hurled at him before the state polls. But this did not impact his position in the election, and he comfortably led his party to power. So clearly, while they think that they are on sticky wicket here in TV studios, but if Veerbhadra could not be affected, then why should Vasundhara Raje, Scindia be, or why should the party be impacted in the upcoming Bihar polls? The party also looked at the damage done after the ouster of B.S. Yediyurappa in Karnataka. Remember, the former chief minister was ousted after a Lokayukt report had indicted him. And his exit had hurt the party in the polls, with, of course, Yediyurappa going ahead to form a new party. And Yediyurappa's new party chipped away almost 10% of the traditional BJP votes. In terms of Vasundhara Raje also, we do learn that she has support of a sizable number of lawmakers. And in case, in the worst case scenario, if the party had to show her the door, it could perhaps mean a possible split within the party in the state. Well, so a dramatic new twist, meanwhile, could now be added to the ongoing Lalit Modi tangle. India Today has now accessed the legal documents that led to Mr. Modi getting a UK leave of stay in 2012 and his passport back in 2014. And it shows that not just Vasundhara Raje, but several top Supreme Court judges batted for him. 3 former Supreme Court judges gave legal opinions in his favour, while a former Mumbai Police Commissioner and a senior editor appeared in court for him along with his family members for his residentship claim in the United Kingdom.
At the end, I have done nothing wrong. Everything done against me was politically motivated by the last government. Who is this private officer of the government of India?
Who is it?
I will tell you right now. It's Mr. P. Chidambaram. There is not a single show-cause notice against me.
Lalit Modi's revelations to India Today have blown the lid off and opened a Pandora's box of political controversies. But IPL controversies are not just confined to Lalit Modi and the political league. The malaise goes deeper and much beyond.
IPL franchises and tournaments have been confronted with allegations of cheating, corruption, money laundering and betting. Agencies like ED, DRI, income tax and even local police have made up several cases on the basis of allegations and counter-allegations.
ED issued 16 notices to Lalit Modi for foreign exchange violations. A complaint was filed in 2011 alleging that BCCI held the second season of IPL in South Africa, and this was done without the approval of RBI. A complaint was filed in 2012 alleging that BCCI gave guarantees to foreign players participating in IPL without permission of RBI. A complaint was filed in 2012 that BCCI, while awarding contracts to foreign bidders, accepted performance deposit money in foreign currency without seeking RBI approval. DRI issued notice to Lalit Modi for violation of duties for import of aircraft meant to be used for IPL tournament. UPA government promised probe into the hazy shareholding pattern and financial irregularities against KKR, Mumbai Indians, Kings 11 Punjab and Cochin Tuskers. But nothing came out of it. Status: investigations pending.
Other than financial irregularities, several criminal cases including cricket betting were registered in relation to IPL tournaments. Delhi, Mumbai and Bangalore police made several arrests but were unable to get their hands on the kingpins.
Delhi police arrested bookies and players for spot fixing in the matches. Mumbai also arrested Gurunath Mayappan and Vasundhara Singh for betting. In all the cases, police reached dead end. In Jaipur, 2 cases were registered. First case was in relation to ₹6 crore relief check which was given to Rajasthan CM's relief fund after Jaipur blast. The money, however, went missing. The second case was related to the insult of the national flag. These cases are still under investigation. So could there be a bigger coincidence that none of the IPL-related cases reached a logical conclusion? Or is it somebody powerful connected with the cricketing world stonewalling the pro? With Atir Khan in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.